Namaste students. Today, this was the first. You have to. Yeah, I hope you have all referred the first video of basic chemistry. So there we discussed about the matter and type of the matter and material. Material what the matter is made up of. So here it is an extension of that material. Material can be atoms, molecules, or ions or compounds. So for all ions, compounds, molecules, atom is the main basis. Atom is the main basis of all sources. So we have to understand what is an atom. So atom, our body, human body, not only human body, all living, non-living things are made up of uh, atoms. Those atoms generally which you found in human body, most common in human body are hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus. So these are all atoms present in a human system, human living system. So we have to understand what is an atom. So it is an building block. It is nothing but it is a building block of uh, all the material. Either it can be a molecule, element, or ion or a compound. So atom is the building block of an all the uh, molecules, building block of all the material which is present around us. For example, in case of human being, the elements or atoms present are hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, and nitrogen, etc. So what is an atom? So atom present in an element, it is the smallest part of the element. So it is a further it will extend. So those atoms can be different. Either it is a boron, for example, boron, carbon, oxygen. So like we see here, atoms can be anything. I like hydrogen, for example, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus, etc. So these are, if they are combined one another to form a molecule, if the molecules again rejoined to form a big thing like material element and into a material. So atoms are the building blocks of all the um, basic basic particles, either it can be living or non-living thing. So the atoms are different from one another. Carbon is different from one another, boron is different from one another, hydrogen is different from one another, nitrogen is different from one another. So these are different types of blocks of different types of elements. Different types of atoms are the building blocks of different types of molecules in terms of elements. So these, if you see the periodic table, there are number of elements are given. They basically there are about 118 elements are there. So these, for example, hydrogen, lithium, sodium in the first column. So these are column, these are rows. So here are metals, here are alkali metals, some here also some metals, here also some metals, here weak metals, and here non-metals, and here are zero group elements. So though these all elements are made up of atoms are the as the building blocks of their element. So these are all called as elements. There are 118 elements present in the periodic table. These are so after then, atoms is the building block of all uh, particles present in the matter, and also it is a basic foundation of chemistry as well as matter. Matter, we already discussed the type of matter. So atom is the building block of matter as well as the building block of chemistry. So in case of solid, the atoms are densely packed. In case of solid, liquid, and gas, we have three different matters. Solids, they are tightly packed, they are rigid in nature, they have fixed shape, whereas liquid, they occupy the shape of the container. For example, if you pour water in a tumbler or a jug, so it will occupy the shape of the container. So those are all made up of atoms as a building blocks. So we here we can see in the figure, here are the small thing to big thing, the formation of atoms, how they are actually participating. They combine to form a molecule form a one unit is form a larger unit, one single unit is forming a larger unit. It is like from simple to complex. Here we have given an example of cloud cloud if you take an example of cloud, how it is formed. First, water hydrogen atoms, hydrogen and oxygen are combined to form water molecule. Later, one drop is formed. One drop contains many number of water molecules. So later it forms into cloud. So this is how a smaller thing is changing into big, converting into or forming into a big thing. For example, so here we can see atoms are the building blocks for a particular type of matter. Next comes material. Material is the for material, atoms is the main building block. So next, atoms combine to form macromolecules. In if it is a living system, cell organelles, tissues, organs are systems are formed. If it is a non-living system, then there is a formation of biomass like um, like cloud or anything, like planets, system of stars, galaxies, universe, etc., etc. Here, first building block will be your atom. Later, molecules are formed. Molecules are combined to form macromolecules. Then, if it is a living system, macromolecules are combined to form cell organelles. Those cell organelles combine to form tissues, organs, systems, and organism, etc. Organism means complete one, fully developed a living being, fully developed living being. If you consider ecosystem consisting of living and non-living system where both are made up of particular type of atoms combined to form molecules, macromolecules, and etc., etc. If it is non-living thing, it is a planet or our solar system, galaxy, universe, etc. So what Yes, yes, we already discussed. So are there pieces of matter that are smaller than atoms? Definitely yes, because atom consists of subatomic particles. Those subatomic particles are called nucleons. Nucleons. Those nucleons is not nothing but your proton and neutron. So here an atom. So here this is an pictorial representation of an atom. Picture how you represent an atom. Here also there is one example. Here example for an atom. So his center is the nucleus. These are called nucleons, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. In an atom, if you take any atom, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, any atom, it consists of um, basically central nucleus contains protons and neutrons. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a particular type of a shell or an orbit, particular type of a shell or an orbit. So uh, generally in the atom, protons are positively charged, neutrons are negatively zero charge. Neutrons do not have any type of charge, and electrons are having negatively charged. So there is a perfect balance between proton and electron. If there is a balance between protons and electrons, then only an atom is said to be stable. Remember, proton is having positively charged, electron is having negatively charged, and neutrons neutrons are neutral charge. They don't have any charge, but the number of protons and neutrons and electrons in most of the cases are same. So there is a perfect balance between the protons and electron. Then only there is a electrical neutrality. There is a neutral of charges. Negatively charged are electrons, positively charged are protons. So those, there is a perfect balance, so that an atom is said to be stable. Understand? So next, if the charged, So this is a neutral atom. So when you consider this atom, it is a neutral atom. So where positive protons and electrons are same. Atomic number, we consider atomic number as number of protons or number of electrons revolving around the nucleus. If the uh, mass of the atom is protons plus neutron, it is a basic definition. Atomic mass of a basic definition will be your proton and neutron is atomic mass, either proton or electron or atomic number. You remember atom is a neutrally charged, so where the perfect balance between protons and electrons. The electrons are always revolving around the nucleus. Protons are at the center. Protons and neutrons are at the center of the nucleus. So you have to remember. And then atom is a neutrally charged, so it has no charge as such. So unless if it loses an electron, you remember the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So if it loses an electron, then it is said to be positively charged. If an addition of electron takes place to the revolving electron, then it has negatively charged. It achieve, because one electron you are adding to an atom. So here you are adding one extra electron to the orbit of a nucleus. So therefore negative charges are more. That is why the atom is said to be negative. Atom is said to be negative. Or ion means with a positive charge or negative charge. If a positive charge is there, you are removing one electron from the electrons revolving around the nucleus. If you add one electron to the orbit or shells, so then it will achieve negatively charged. If you remove an electron from the atom that revolving around the nucleus, then it is said to be positively charged. So electrons, remember these partic- particles of atom. So atoms are made up of three types of substances. One is proton, neutron, and electron. Nucleus size of the nucleus is larger, and the electrons are extremely small in an atom. So the size of the proton and electron, if you compare, the electron size of electrons is 1,000 times small of the proton. The size of the proton is bigger as compared to electron. Size of the electron is smaller as compared to proton. Understand? So there is almost 1,000 times difference, 1,000 times smaller size of a electron. Electrons are much smaller than the protons. So next, we already said that electrons are in a neutral atom or an atom. So you the electrons are revolving around the nucleus always. So which are revolving in the form of a definite shell. These are called as KLMN, OPQ are called as main shells. Main shells. So where the electrons are always revolving around the nucleus. So these are also called as energy energy level. So here some of the examples of different atoms. So hydrogen contains only one proton and one electron. Proton is neutron, it does not contain any neutron, so it has only one proton and one electron. So it is the simplest atom in the periodic table, simplest atom in the periodic table of an element. So here next comes lithium. Lithium contains three protons. You remember already I told you, atom is a neutral. Atom is always a neutral. Atom is always a neutral particle. So there is a perfect balance between the protons and electrons. So number of protons are always equal to number of electrons. If you consider an atom lithium, protons is equal to the electrons. Protons are 3, electrons are 3, so neutrons are also 3. If you come to sodium atomic number, you remember what is atomic number? Atomic number is nothing but the number of electrons present in the atom or number of protons. So these are important when you consider some chemical reactions. So the valence electrons, when we talk about valence electron, so next class we'll discuss about that. So we'll discuss about the atomic number and mass number. Atomic number is nothing but proton number of protons or number of electrons. Mass number means the number of protons and neutrons. Here are some of the atoms. For example, I have given you. So here magnesium contains 12 electron, phosphorus contains for about 32 electrons, nitrogen contains 7 electron, and carbon contains 6 electrons. 6 electrons means 6 protons and 6 electrons. So in the next class we will discuss about ions, compounds, and how chemical reactions are formed. What are the types of chemical reactions are there? So in this class, you remember atom is the building block of all the material. Material is the material is nothing but material is made matter is made up of material is made up of different types of atoms, molecules, macromolecules, etc. For molecules and macromolecules, atoms are the building main basis for the um, formation of macromolecules or material. So thank you.